Now I would request the next speaker. Next speaker is Mr. Amit Jain, Chief Financial Officer, BIRLA Sun Life Insurance Company.
A very good afternoon to all of you. It's a real pleasure and privilege for me to come here and be part of this August forum. I feel that Kolkata is one city where every year at least there are 2 or 3 seminars which happen on insurance, and I have been fortunate to be part of some of them. So thank you so much. I know it's a difficult session post-lunch. Before I start my session, I'll encourage all of you to open one insurance repository account, because in the long run we all need this account. Right now it's coming free of charge. It's a matter of years when all these repositories will start charging us. So I'll encourage, please open accounts. It is good for all of us. Okay, moving on to my topic. I think it's a very relevant topic for all of us. All of us are either employees sitting here or we are employers. And my topic is relevant to both the category of people. And I believe that insurance / financial services plays a very important role in driving employee benefits, both in terms of risk management and also in terms of driving investment performance. So moving to my presentation, there are only 8-9 slides. I'll go through them very quickly, and I understand you will be able to correlate with them because it impacts us in our daily lives. So we have all gone through these stages, or some of you will go through these stages. So as we start our professional careers, we all aspire to buy a car, to buy a house, or even to get our professional qualifications. Sometimes we have to take a loan. So we take certain liabilities as we reach maybe till the age of 30. So these are the liabilities against which we have to protect ourselves, and that is where some of the employee benefits come. As we move beyond age of 30, we have a family. We have our aged parents. We have to support them. That is where term insurance becomes very important, because you have dependents who are dependent on you. And as we cross 40, that is the age when health starts haunting us, because after 40 people say that whatever hard work you have done till the age of 20 to maintain your health, it keeps you running till 40. After 40 you have to start once again. So after 40 we all again start thinking about our health. Again, this is a very important risk which we carry, and this is what we need to protect ourselves against. And as we retire, the risk of living longer is one big risk which we are all running at. How do we manage that risk? Again, insurance plays a very important role. So as we go through our life cycle, starting from maybe age of 23, 24, as we start understanding these aspects, till we die, and dying is a certainty, unfortunately, till the medical profession says that, okay, you can continue to live without dying, though nobody will like to do that. So till we die, we undergo through a lot of risks, and how do we manage risk is what I'll take you through. So if I have to summarize very quickly the key risks which we all go through, the biggest risk is obviously mortality, which we have a big fear of mortality. Mortality means the fear of losing our life. The second biggest risk is morbidity. Morbidity is essentially nothing but illness or health, which we go through our lives. Third is the investment risk. We all want to create a corpus which helps us in meeting our goals, meeting our needs. And investment risk is one risk which we need to manage. How do we manage it? Either we manage through investing early, or we do it diversifying our portfolio, etc. And also from an employer perspective, attrition is a big risk. We all know that we are in an era where there are various disruptions happening in the external environment, and it's very difficult to retain good employees, not only retain, even attract good employees. So this is also one of the risks if I wear an employer hat. So these are some of the risks which an employer has to look at when they look at employee benefits. I think you'll all agree with me that especially in a services industry and even in manufacturing, employees are the company's most important asset. So if you don't have good set of employees, if you're not able to attract good set of employees, we are in a problem. And one thing which is coming out clearly, because as we go to the market, as we survey some of the employers, as we survey some of the employees, right now one of the expectation of the employee is that employer should give a very comprehensive suite of benefits to the employee. So the employee value proposition should be comprehensive and should be flexible. And that is where the insurance sector plays a very important role to address the needs of HR managers or the employers. And without stressing too much, we all know that if we are able to give a good employee value proposition to our staff, it increases the vintage of the employee in the company, which directly increases the productivity of the employee. So if we take a very holistic approach, there are three kinds of benefits which an employee needs when he is in the company from the employer. One is obviously the life insurance. The second is the health insurance or the accidental insurance. And third is how to take care of his retirement. Okay, so why are we discussing this topic? It is very relevant to bring a perspective of where do we stand in our country, so that we get a context why employee benefits are very important when we are all working as an employee. And I can tell you that I have gone through stages, like when I started my journey as a professional, I used to feel at that point in time that some of these benefits do not make sense to me. I need more cash in my hands. But as you acquire age, as you acquire family, as you acquire dependents, you start realizing the importance of some of these benefits. And so that's the context which I want to put through. So one of the reasons why it is extremely important for an employer to look at employee benefits, in India we don't have a very strong social security system. What I mean by social security system is the government, maybe they don't have sufficient funds to give social security the way it is there in some of the developed countries like Europe or US. While the current government has made a lot of effort through various schemes which has been launched by the Prime Minister in the last 30 to 45 days. So that is the first attempt to start providing social security. But we have some years to cover before we can feel that, okay, it is sufficient and it is complete for a large populace in the country. So absence of a strong social security system is one of the drivers because of which employer has to play a larger role to provide this. Whatever material you'll read, you will, and this is valid actually globally, that living longer, so you know that people are living longer. Our average mortality is right now around 80 years and it is expected to increase by 1 or 2 years every 2 to 3 years given the advancement in medicine. So living longer is one of the big risks which we are going through, and in one of the earlier presentation it was shown in the first half that we no longer having a demographic dividend of a very young age. If we take a 10-15 years view down the line, we also will have a very aging population. And along with that comes rising healthcare cost. We all know that healthcare costs are increasing at an average CAGR of more than 15%, and this increase is more, I'll say, in large cities, metros or state capitals, than in the smaller cities, but we know that from some of the critical illnesses we have to come to the metro cities. So these are the two big risks which all of us are going to face, whether we sit in India or in any other country. I don't think I need to reiterate this. We all know that if we do something, if we do our financial management through a disciplined, systematic, and a compulsory deduction, it leads to long-term benefits for each one of us. The other benefit which insurance company brings, all these benefits which employer provides to the employees, they come on a group platform. And group platform is one of the most economical platform to give insurance benefits to the employees. So if you subscribe to these benefits to the employer, you virtually get one of the best deals which are available in the market vis-a-vis if you buy it individually in the retail market. Again, very important, to promote social security, the government has given very liberal tax incentives to both employer and employee, which means that government has a lot of focus how do employer gives employee benefits. And last but not the least, what I said at the beginning, it's a very effective employee attraction and a retention tool. So I'll quickly move to products. So there are broadly three kind of products which I'll take you through, and I'll not go into detail because most of the products you will be aware of. So one of the biggest categories is the retirement funds, where these are the four category of products: gratuity, leave encashment, superannuation, and annuity. In terms of insurance solutions, which basically captures the risk of living longer or health, we have a compulsory EDLI, which is a very small amount. Then we have a group term insurance, which basically covers the mortality risk. There is a group Mediclaim, which captures the health insurance. And then the group personal accident insurance, which takes care of any disability or death because of accident. And there are some value-added services which you require to deliver employer benefits, and that is where also the insurance company plays a significant role, which is claims management. How do you manage documentation? As finance professionals, you know that we have to do a valuation of liability as per AS 15. So these are critical components where insurance companies helps the employer. So I believe that insurance companies, and particularly life insurance companies, have a very significant role to play in providing employer benefits. So all of us, I'm assuming, are finance professionals, and either you are doing a finance role or a business role. So there are some questions, some considerations which I would like to just put it to you, so that when you go back to your normal jobs, when you come across some of these decisions, you ponder over them. So I think extremely important to know is what is the true liability for my company's retirement and contingent benefits. So as I said, there is a lot of help available in the market to do this. It is extremely important to know the liability, because it should not come as a surprise when you actually have to service this liability. How do I manage this liability? If you would have heard of Mr. Yadav in the first session, he spoke of Tata Motors managing health insurance or health risk for their 70,000 people. So there are two ways you can manage this liability once you arrive at this liability. One is you manage it on your own, the way Tata Motors was managing it. So the risk is you may be able to manage it with your corpus of funds, you may not be able to manage it. So it's an open risk which you are running through. The other option is you fund it through insurance company. So you capture your liability and then you fund it by buying an insurance policy. So we strongly believe that the expertise which the insurance company brings, it's very difficult to replicate that in your environment, and we don't recommend that you should do that, because this is not the core of your business. So it's non-core, which should be best managed by companies who know this business better. Again, very important, am I matching my liabilities with the corresponding assets? So a lot of time you would have heard of that people know their liability but they don't fund it completely. Either they don't have requisite cash to do it, or they feel that, okay, I'll do it later. So very important as a strategy whether we want to match our assets with liabilities. Again, as I said, there are a lot of tax benefits available by the government. We should know all those benefits, and we should ensure that we get maximum benefits basis our employer benefit strategy. And the last 2 points are, I think, extremely important, and this is what we are witnessing in the market, that employee benefits as a tool, employers are using it to reward their valuable employees. Employers are using it to differentiate how they offer this to different set of employees. So this is extremely, again, very critical both for HR people and finance people to look at when they are negotiating their policies for the company. And last but not the least, get the best deal from the insurance company as finance people or as procurement people. And I will strongly recommend, because it's a very complex subject, you should take the help of a broker who will help you in negotiating a much better deal. So I have covered this. This is more in detail. So gratuity is one of the biggest, because this is mandated by the government of India, and this is a benefit which around which there are a lot of tax benefits for both the employee and the employer. And as of now, only life insurance companies can offer gratuity products, or companies can self-manage it. There are no other providers for giving gratuity benefits. From a retirement perspective, gratuity is a retirement product. The other products from a retirement perspective are pension or superannuation. I'm not getting into detail in terms of provident fund, which is one of the biggest retirement products. So superannuation is again a very potent product which is there in the market, where the employee contributes up to 1 lakh rupees in the superannuation fund, and then the fund is managed by an insurance company. And now the new vehicle which has come is the NPS, where both employer and employee can contribute, and this is again a very effective vehicle, given that this vehicle continues till the age of 60, and this is one of the best platform which has been modeled looking at the global practices. And both these products right now, both these products are there in the market to capture the risk appetite of the customer. So some of us have higher risk appetite, we can invest more in equity linked products like ULIP. Some of us don't have that risk appetite, we want to go into guaranteed return products. So insurance products are available both on traditional and ULIP platforms to take care of the gratuity and superannuation needs. So these are some of the protection products. Again, term insurance is a product which is only offered by life insurance companies. We have seen some very good trends in this area. I'll take you through some of them when I come to forward slides. Health insurance, I think Mr. Yadav gave a very good commentary on health insurance. I will not get into details, but a very important risk which we need to capture. And I believe employer will not be able to give you sufficient cover for this. So apart from employer, you should also buy a retail cover for yourself and for your employees. So health cover can be offered by both life, general insurance and non-life companies and health insurance companies. So there are a wide variety of products which are available on group platform, individual platform. And last, but I think a lot of us ignore this product. This is one of the cheapest products available in the market, accidental insurance. And the cost is so minimal that if you buy even a 10 crore cover, it will be minimal for us to afford. So very important cover again, which we all should buy either through an employer or through on a retail platform. So having gone through the employer benefits, I'll share with you quickly the best practices which I have seen in my group. I have been working in this group now for the last almost 11 years. And I have seen this space evolve within the group. So our group does a survey of employees every 3 years to understand where are we in terms of employee benefits, what is the need of the employee in future, and then they keep on enhancing the package every 3 years. So I as an employee, what I get as an employee in my company, one is the guaranteed group term insurance, which is given to every employee in the company irrespective of cadre, and it is linked to his basic. So that is the minimum which you get from the company. Second is we have a cover called Nischint, which we call a voluntary life cover. It is actually a cover which is co-funded by the company and the employee. Here again there is a cover linked to your basic, with 50% of that being contributed by the employer and 50% being contributed by the employee. And on the top of it, we have launched one more cover for our employees, which is a voluntary cover, which is bought directly by the employee. And because this comes on a group platform, it is much cheaper than what you get in the market. And the beauty of this last product is it's a portable cover. So even if I leave Aditya Birla Group and if I go and join some other company, I can continue with this cover and I'll continue to get the benefits of this group in future also. So this is one area where we as a group have invested a lot of money based on our experience, and we will continue to do this as we move forward. And what I have seen is technology is playing a major role in driving these benefits. None of our covers are administered in a physical format. Everything is done online. So it's very convenient for any employee to know where does he stand in terms of cover, and he gets regular quarterly or annual updates for his what premium has been deducted or what cover he's covered for. The second most important cover is the health insurance, as I said. Here again the group provides medical cover to all the employees. Depending on the cadre, the benefit varies. And recently we have launched a voluntary top-up plan where we have tied up with a leading public sector non-life insurance company, where we are giving a super top-up to all our employees and their dependents at a very subsidized cost. This is again co-funded by the employer and the employee. In terms of retirement benefits, we all are covered under superannuation plans. We have an option to go through, to subscribe through NPS. And we also get gratuity, and with the number of years of service, as you put up in the group, that gratuity benefit keeps on increasing. So these are some of the good practices which I have observed in my group. I thought it might be relevant for all of you to take it back and implement some of them in your companies. And last but not the least, it is imperative for me to tell you what all we offer in ABG for all of you if you are in need of these services. So under BSLI, we offer the gratuity, superannuation and the protection products on both traditional and ULIP platform. Our broking arm, which is Aditya Birla Insurance Broking, offers all kind of broking services in non-life sector, including group health insurance. And we are in the process of launching our NPS company, which will be a fund manager. And we are also very soon, within a span of 9 to 12 months, we'll be launching our health insurance business. Thank you so much for your patience hearing. Thanks for your time.